authors of the most recent edition, and the other two are authors of um, Two-Headed Serpent and the new version of Nyarlathotep.
Ah, cool. Which I have.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had an absolute ton of credit on the Chaosium store for years, and I just didn't use it because I made a big order when they had a blowout sale, and
Gotcha.
half of it was out of stock, so I had this huge amount of credit,
Nice.
and I just forgot about it. And then I went to check out the new copy of the Masks books,
Mm-hmm.
and I was something like uh, £2 short or something on store credit, and I dropped them an email. I said, look, is there a way of splitting it so I can pay this separately, or
Mm-hmm.
just to get, because I don't think you could use your store credit and then top it up with cash. I think there was a quirk on their store, and
Oh,
they just topped me up the £2 or whatever it was, so I could order it, which is very kind of them. So,
nice.
but I haven't even opened it; it's still sealed on my shelf.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I want to open it and read it and run it, or whether I want to wait until I have a chance to play it first, or
but you don't even have to open it because if you ordered it from their website, then you get the free PDF.
Well, yes, and I've read most of the original as well. I also have the original, and I also have a big companion book for it as well, which I should try and read at some point.
So, Mark, I'm in. I don't know if you're waiting for me or not.
No, I'm well. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm.
We're filling time.
Yes, I'm. Well, if that's the case, then why don't we just get started?
Okay.
Well, as you can
We're
see,
chatting while
I
we were,
what's that?
we were chatting while we were waiting to get started.
Yeah, no problem. Well, assuming that you're ready to rock, as I
Oh
think
yeah.
you already noticed, I believe I handed out XP already for last session.
Yeah,
Yep.
Much of
not
last
enough.
session was role playing, a little, reprovisioning that sort of thing. Searching.
Looking for ferrets.
Yeah, exactly. Um, so we find ourselves in the keep, and Mara is itching to get going and be heading north. And I believe you were all complete or all done with what it was you needed in this keep. Is there anything else you need to do here, or are you ready to get on the road?
I thought we were ready to get on the road, and that's where
Okay.
we decided to end it.
Right. Okay.
The only thing
Although,
I would want to do would
yeah,
be
as I
top off
say,
my arrows, because I'm missing some, and I have an anal retentiveness to like full quivers.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, we didn't actually re-equip your character at all. So if you want to take a moment
Yeah.
and just we'll just
So
make
I
these some,
mean,
yeah, feather, or I'm sorry, arrows would be fine. There were no bows to be found. They had to make a deal with the local armory. I mean the watch, the, the
town guard.
yeah, town guard's armory.
yeah, yeah. I just need to buy like 3 arrows to top off my quiver.
Right. You can just go ahead and play the book price for those.
Okay.
All right. Well, assuming that you are heading back up to the road from the keep, um, you
My bow, I mean.
what's that?
We must have done something else because I bought my bow in the keep, and I've used one arrow. So
You know, I think we had two, but maybe I'm
yeah, I'm
Oh
pretty sure we.
yes. I'm sorry. There was an encounter north of the keep.
okay. That
That's
sounds
right.
more
You were ambushed
yeah.
by 3
Imp-
regular looking humans who
oh, okay.
That's right. Yeah, in
and
the
We
one
thought
woods.
they were bandits,
right.
and reasonably so. We thought they were bandits because we'd been told no bandits. when we got to the city.
Right.
It's not welcome.
That was not far north of the city. I'm sorry, of the keep, rather. So you were still on that road. I assume you're going to. Was there anything else you wanted to do with their bodies or the?
I don't remember. Yes, because if you remember, I was telling you how you could put the loot on the party sheet for us to split in future and things. So.
That's right. So did we already split that treasure?
Don't think we did.
There was some, I think, leather armor or hide armor.
We did.
We did? Okay. Can't remember, to be honest. I remember the fight, and I remember you sent some of them to sleep and stuff like that. Forest Map 1 Smiteworks Art Pack, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have that. As I look at the party sheet, I do see a number of parcel items, and I do not see that they are divvied out.
Yeah, the gold you split because there's 1 GP left.
Mm-hmm.
But the items you just dropped on there, I remember we just said if you can drop them on there, then we can sort them out afterwards.
Okay.
So now at this point, I went and bought a bow, given that there are 3 here.
But it's a longbow.
Belt pouch, I guess that will be something for Arista, if she can get Mara to maybe help her out with that. What's a goring sword?
So I looked. There is no technical name for the sword that describes the kind of sword you found. So if you think or you recall the swords that were being made in the Two Towers movie for the Urukai, they're actually like a shield busting sword, or they're intended to grapple your opponent's shield, and then you would be able to rake it out of their hands. So it's just essentially a long, sharp, squarish sword with a hook on the end. And so goring sword might have been the closest I could find on the book, or that was simply the name I gave to it. So you could treat it as a long sword if you want. And then on a successful hit, there would be a chance, if you were using it to disarm an opponent with a shield, there would be a chance that you would actually disable their shield.
So kind of like a sleeve tangler is described in the PHP.
Sleeve tangler.
This weapon is designed to disarm opponents. Anyone proficient in this weapon's use can attempt to disarm an opponent as described in combat maneuvers, but with a +3 to their roll. But that is more for shields than for swords in your case. Because there also used to be an item in the book called Hook Sword, which is out of the PHP now, which was used to trap opponents and restrict their movement. That was an old item in the book, and the footnote stood even after the item was removed, which caused a lot of confusion to people.
Yeah, no doubt.
Can I swap my sword for the longsword?
That's something you'll have to decide amongst yourselves there.
I have no issue.
Anyone else have an issue?
I'm good with it.
Sounds interesting, but I'm not sure if it's something I want to go out of my way to wield. How much damage does it do? I know it's a bit meta, but
I'm sorry, the goring sword?
yeah.
8. Just like a longsword.
Tempting, but I'll leave it. What I will do is take 10 of the arrows, if that's okay. I see there's three lots of 10. I'll take one of those lots of 10. And I'll try and reclaim my arrow, if that's okay, taking up to 11.
Are these bundles or in a quivers?
Good question. I suppose you would have to have a quiver. So let's go ahead and just add that.
That's something I forgot to buy in town, but I guess I would have done if I got a whole bunch of arrows. It doesn't make sense to have taken them without a quiver. Can I just deduct that from the cost?
Well, I think if they had arrows, they probably had them in quivers.
Well, yeah, that also makes sense.
Not that they had to, but
No, I just added it to the sheet.
So yeah, I'll take one of the quivers and 10 of the arrows.
Alright, I will assume you guys are adding these to your inventory. Alright, you want to let me know when you're all...
I'm all set.
I'm good.
Yep, I'm good. Do you want me to add them, or are you going to allocate them from the party sheet?
Oh, they're, I just assumed you could just put your name next to each item.
You can just drag it into your inventory.
Or do that.
Oh yeah, I can just drag it across. It's good.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was.
So Jen, just so you I don't know how much you were catching here, but we were sort of going through the items you just scavenged from the bandit attack, and we were divvying it out into from the party
Yes,
sheet
I
into
understand.
your inventory. What's that?
Okay. I'm asking, where do I find this sheet that we're dragging from?
It's the party
That's
sheet.
all. Party sheet.
Yeah, it looks
Top
like
right corner, all the little heads with
Thank
eye
you.
next to them.
Thank you. That's the only thing. Yeah, I took y'all with me so I could hear, so I knew what was going on. I just didn't nowhere to
in
find
the
the thing we
party
were
sheet, there
dragging.
are 2 tabs: Order and Inventory, and we're in the
Yep.
Inventory tab.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. I can't use this stuff, so knock yourselves out.
But the belt pouch.
Oh, I could use the belt pouch.
Yep.
With a strange gray dust. There's 5 of them.
Is it 5 pinches of gray dust or 5 belt pouches?
5 pouches.
Okay.
Wow. I think that would really overload me.
Well,
No, these are
I
small.
can pack mule it for you. If you need.
Oh, I'm trying to move them. Hey, there we go. I put them in my. It only gave me 1 of them.
Yeah, you took 1 of them, but there's still 4 left if you want the rest.
Yeah, I just changed the number in my inventory, so I'll just. Ugh. That's a pain in the butt. 1. So I have to grab them 4 times? Yes.
Make sure you're on your inventory sheet.
Yep. It's just it will only it only transferred 1 at a time, so I had to grab them 4 times to transfer them.
Yeah.
All right. So my encumbrance now is super high. So
Well,
yeah,
if you
there's
want to unwear, like,
what's that?
do you have a bag, like a backpack, or
I do. I should put 5 of those in the backpack.
4 of
5
them, or whatever? Yeah.
Into the backpack.
And basically, just make sure you don't equip it.
Yeah, for the encumbrance, I don't think mine is being calculated quite right because the duffel bag is not everything in the duffel bag is being counted out. Even though in the adventurer's backpack it's designed to be just the encumbrance of the duffel bag.
Put it in the backpack. There we go. Now I'm better. Now I'm merely burdened and not overly burdened.
So Mara will ask to take one of the knives.
One of the belt pouches.
Nope, just the knife.
Sorry, I didn't hear the knife. Okay.
Nope. No problem.
All good.
Okay. I'm good. Anybody else need anything?
I'm ready to roll.
All right. So this was mid-morning. You estimate it would take you the rest of the day to reach Womford. And as I believe you are all traveling on foot. Do we have a marching order? On our party sheet.
I mean, I'll
I should
go
put that on the party sheet because I don't like
Yes.
the order on the party sheet.
Yeah,
I would like
I'll
to move
go
further down,
first.
right into the middle.
You know, I'll take kind of point because I can see further and can hear really well. So
I can't see anyone else on the marching and formation order sheet. Just myself.
I see all 4 of us on mine.
I only see me.
See myself, and I'm looking very lonely on there. I even zoomed right out. Don't see anyone.
I'm sorry, which map are we on? I must have missed
For the
that.
moment, we're not on any map.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
we're
at
on
the
the party sheet with the
At
marching
the party
order.
sheet.
right.
And I'm trying to move myself and I can't. So, I mean, am I supposed to drag myself? Oh, that's watch order.
Right.
Marching and formation.
And then
Oh yeah.
if you look to the right, there should be a map, I believe. Yeah.
It's
It
just
should
a
be some
blank
sort
space.
of grid, but I don't see a grid or anything. I just see myself. And now I see Arista.
Yeah, I just dragged myself there.
I see
Okay.
Arista.
You're gonna have to okay that move, Mark. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to turn that off.
Right?
Yeah, try moving again. Oh, shoot.
No, I still need approval to move.
Why did I bring? Why am I not able to drag myself?
Oh, let me see if that's
Cancel
an
my move.
option.
So I would like to just be in the middle of the group. So if y'all want to just position yourself around me, go right ahead.
I
Although
can
Mark will have to
position
okay that
myself
move.
anywhere, and I can only see myself and you on there anyway. So
I think we're the
Hang on.
no,
only.
I can't even see myself. Sorry, I can just see.
No, I see Theron and Arista.
Yeah, there's 2 Therans now.
Yeah, 2 Therans and Arista.
Mhm.
How do I? And I drag myself on there,
There you
but
go.
I cannot move myself.
I do not want. Oh, can you put Mara on here, Mark?
Yep, hang on a
I
second.
cannot drag.
Because I'll just hang out with her. But I don't want to be like in the back. I want someone behind me that's a
Okay,
little
there
less
we
squishy. Please.
Bear with me. Okay, what is it that we need to do here?
You wanted Mara on there?
Oh, good point.
And then we want Arista and Mara nearer the middle, and maybe Theron towards the back.
Hmm.
Are you sure you want me in the back? Because I'm the rogue. I can find traps.
Okay. So
You said you might lay traps?
No,
detect traps. I think you mean to say.
detect traps.
Oh.
You're very
I
quiet. by
can
the way.
sense traps too.
Okay, I'll hang in the back then.
Bear with me one moment. It looks like Mara has no token.
What?
Yes,
Oh.
Are you just used the capital M? Is that
Actually,
been her the whole time?
probably.
actually, Theron, can you detect non-wilderness traps? I know we're on a road, but because I can only detect wilderness style simple traps.
Mine just says traps.
Yeah,
You'll
so Theron can detect all types of traps.
Yep, all types. I can just detect the woodsy ones.
Also, when I've seen this marching formation sheet before, it's had a grid on it, so we can see really how far apart the characters are in their marching order. I'm not sure if that's something you can set up as the CK or not.
Yeah, that is also something I'm trying to figure out how to do, and I don't see how to do that. Oh, maybe. Hang on. Pointers. Can you try moving your pointers around? I mean, your icons.
I can move it now. Excellent.
I
Yeah.
can move mine too.
All right, so that's that, and
Thank
We
then
can all
you.
move everyone, so we can move Mara as well, which is nice.
Get over here.
Now the only thing I'm trying to figure out is...
And now we have a grid. Excellent.
There we go. All right, is that...
There we go.
That's the
So
marching
does that
order?
look okay for everyone? What we have?
I like it.
I'm good with it.
Oh, weren't we going to say Tharon would be at the front and swap places with Calathor because he can detect all types of traps?
Can do that. I mean, stop drawing.
Are you describing that as like a passive skill?
I have it as a passive skill. If it's a wilderness trap.
If
Someone
it's a-
accidentally drew on the map by the look of it.
What kind of trap?
Mine are wilderness traps.
Oh, okay. So it won't save you from the pit traps that are in your near future.
Correct.
Okay. Good to know. All right, now that we have that out of the way.
And I have my bow ready just in case here see something.
Yeah, Thrax is going to be walking with bow in hand. Convenient way to carry it too. So.
All right. Moving on.
Moving on up.
Okay, Mara actually has a picture. She's a token. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I'm trying to train my hand, my...
Your percentiles.
Yeah, and it requires some sort of... You have to sort of be diligent with your finger movements, right? Because you have to right click, hold, then left click, hold, then let go of the right click. So it's not muscle memory for me yet. Okay, assuming that we're heading north again.
Yep, we've got this show on the road.
All right. So you continue walking north. The going is fairly easy because you have a somewhat well-traveled road ahead of you, such as it is. It's mostly just cobblestones and gravel in places. After several hours of travel, you start to smell a heavy smell of soot, burning, char, ash, and occasionally a small whiff of a sulfur type smell. And you notice that there's a fine layer of ash that covers everything. And you estimate that you're still about halfway from Womford. And so you could assume that perhaps when the mountain erupted that and spewed this would mostly be for Kelithor and Arista, since you witnessed it. When the mountain exploded, it did send up a lot of gray, dark material that had the appearance of ash. And so that is what you're seeing in a fine layer covering everything.
Does
Plants.
it look like stuff in the pouches?
What's that? No.
Okay.
This is more or less white in appearance. What's in the pouches looks sort of speckled dark, and it has a very different texture to it. I'm sorry, speckled black. In the pouch, it looks more like a kind of a grayish pepper. And what you're seeing on the ground is that light, snow-like ash. I mean, you would recognize it as ash from a fire. And as you travel a few more hours, you'll notice that the sky is getting darker. And as you look up, the clouds look unnaturally dark and black. And you'll notice that there is very fine ash falling from the sky. And you want to do anything at this point, or do you want to continue, Nora?
I would like to look at the ash.
Okay. As you inspect it, it looks much like ash you might find in a fireplace. There's no charred bits. It's all really just the ash part. So whatever it is burned completely.
Okay.
Like, does the ash fill the air? Like, we need to cover our mouths?
It's getting to that point, and it will eventually get to that point as you travel farther north, that you will that the ash will be coming down as though a thick blizzard or thick snowstorm. And the clouds are very definitely thick or thickening to the north as you travel north.
Okay,
We
Drac
definitely
will
wanna
take some
make
cloth
some
to
kind of
cover
facial
his
cover.
nose and mouth against breathing in this ash.
Yeah, Theron, I'm sorry I missed what you said.
I want to like put something over my face, my mouth, and stuff to keep me from inhaling it.
Okay,
Cloth or something like that.
good idea.
I've
Yeah.
got bandages that we could use potentially. Or I'm going to use a bandage to potentially just kind of wrap around my mouth and cover my nose.
Sure. So like a kind of a mechanical filter.
Yeah.
Versus a true gas mask. You do, as I said, and as you continue north, the farther north you go, you do get those brief whiffs of a sulfury, stinky
Mhm.
egg, rotting eggs kind of smell.
Yep. And I'll offer a bandage to anybody who wants to do the same.
Thrak will use one from his backpack.
They're on.
Yep.
And Mara will take one, of course. Assuming that you continue on, eventually you would start to get towards evening, the sun will start to set, but it will be hard for you to notice the difference because by this point the sky is very dark, as if you're in the middle of a thunderstorm or a very heavy snow. The ash will be coming down pretty heavy now. You'll see there's probably an inch or two of ash covering everything at this point. As your feet walk, as you move across the highway, which is now hard to see. At least the surface of the road is now completely covered in ash, but you can sort of see where where it would lead, because of the absence of trees or weeds or brush. So at this point, you're following just the apparent trail. It's hard to know if you're actually on the road at this point anymore. Although occasionally you might feel a rock or a stone, some gravel or like a field stone or something.
This would look kind of like a swath through the middle of the woods.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you wouldn't even know if it was a game trail or a road at this point. It's
Mm-hmm.
just you're just sort of following.
Ash trail.
Exactly. You'll notice there are no footprints anywhere near the road or on the road. It's all just very thick ash, an inch or two deep, falling like at first a snowstorm, but as you get very close to the village, which you can sort of see in the distance, you will notice that there are occasionally some orange glowing as if by fire
Okay.
in spots, not across the entire landscape, but as you get closer, you'll also, of course, notice the mountain, the single mountain where you notice the eruption occur from Calathor in Arista.
Yep.
And most of the orange spots are closer to the mountain, like down the hillside and such.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of step up in front of everybody and kind of try to shield my eyes as well as I can with like my hand, and try to see if I can discern anything, ahead of us down the road. Use that lovely half-elven sight.
Right. So what you will see, it's really more a question of what you don't see. You see nothing moving, nothing stirring, no sounds, no signs of life other than the falling ash and the occasional fire in what appears to be the town.
Okay.
No signs of those tall creatures you saw as you were leaving town.
Yep.
Or fleeing, rather.
Can we kind of sense, roughly what time of the day it is by internal clock or whatever?
Sure. If you were tracking time, it would be close to the normal sunset. Although it's this point you can't see exactly where the sun is. The sky is so dark. But you would imagine it to be about 5:30 or so. The sun would normally set about 6 p.m. this time of year.
Okay. Yep. So I will propose to the group, or my idea is, it's getting close to evening. We've been walking all day. Do we just want to kind of skitter off to the side of this ash-strewn road, maybe get some cover underneath the trees or whatever, and wait till, get some sleep for a couple hours before we venture the last leg?
Mara will pipe up and say, "But we're so close. We should just continue. It's just another. What could it be? Another 20 or 30 minutes, and we'll be in the city, and then we can just go to my home, and I can take you to my study."
I think we should push on. If we're so close, then the time it takes us to pitch camp, we can already be there.
Right.
Fair enough.
I have foodstuffs and such. If we can get to my kitchen, I could make us food.
Well, why do you think your kitchen will still be intact?
Well, it's all underground.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh.
I would like to move towards the front to be able to see what we're walking into a little bit better.
Okay. Do you want to update the character sheet there? I mean, the party sheet, the marching formation?
Now, if somebody wants to drop back,
No. There we go.
Got it.
Marista steps forward.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was moving forward so that we could all be on the page a little easier. I was not seeing myself.
Yeah, so now we're all grouped up a bit tighter,
Yeah,
the way you've set it.
yeah,
Because you can scroll in and out with the mouse wheel, by the way. Zoom in
yes,
and out.
yes. But then it became hard to tell the difference between Thrak and Mara and Theron. I'm not Theron.
I can assure
Palithor.
you, Thrak does not look anything like Mara.
Yes, well, they were looking like just dark colored blocks. So
Okay.
All right, continuing on. So as you approach the city from the outskirts, you can, at this point, you can all now clearly see that there are fires in places. It looks like perhaps whole buildings are on fire. As you look to your right, farther up, because you're approaching from the south, as you look to your right, farther towards the mountain, now volcano, active volcano, you will definitely see a lot more orange glow that looks less like fire, and it's just simply glowing. And you will feel quite a bit of heat at this point. You'll notice that the sort of ambient air has increased in temperature, so it's probably much closer to 100 degrees around you. So you begin to sweat under your armor.
Yes.
well, Arista's pleased that she doesn't wear any.
But she's not immune to the heat.
Indeed. Which is why she's glad she doesn't have to wear armor. Because it's bad enough without it on.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, as you approach the outermost buildings of the city, Mara will suddenly get very excited and begin running towards her home. And so let's take a look at the map here very quickly. We go to...
Is it the Village of Wamford map?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Have you figured out how to push it to us yet?
No, I've looked and looked, and I can't see how to do that. It looks like it's just something you have to do as a player. I have to tell you the map to go to, and
Okay. I have one fruit up.
yep. Okay. Now, as we look at the map, you will be coming in from the very south of the map, down near the map, the scale marker there.
Yep.
So you'll see there's some farm, some fields.
Like a farmhouse and shed. Yeah.
Yep. So as you get close to perhaps that sort of square there, although it's not quite a square, Tarraga's supplies.
Yep.
She will begin running across this plaza towards her house. Now her house is marked on this map by 2 green pins.
Yep.
Let's take one of them away, I suppose. Oh, interesting. How do I... why is that not working? Because it's a drawing item. There we go. So yeah, the house marked by the single green pin now. And if Arista and Calathor might recall that as you left that building, the front of the house was partly collapsed, especially near the door, but you had removed enough of the rubble that you could climb over the rubble and through the empty doorway. So
Push stuff out of the way to get out of it.
Okay, wait a minute. I lost the middle. I heard as Arista, and then. Yeah, I'm
Excuse me.
sorry.
So, Marista and Calathor, you may
Uh-huh.
recall that as you left the house in a hurry,
Uh-huh.
as calamity was befalling around you, uh, the front of the house. Let me see if I can move that pin. Yeah, right here was where the doorway would have been, but it had collapsed, partly collapsed,
Yep.
and initially was blocking your way. But then you were able to pull. Actually, Maximus, as you knew him at the time, was pulling away rubble enough to clear it so that you could actually exit.
Right.
Yep. And then Garn and the other
Narv.
guy, I forgot
Yeah.
his name, Narv,
Yep.
showed up and helped push the last little bit out of the way so we could get out.
So with that in mind, Mara she runs towards her house and she starts to clamber over that pile of rubble. And as you get inside, if you want to take a quick look at another map I believe it's called Mara's Lab on First Floor.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, the memories.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as you enter,
What's in the box?
right, Mara runs over to her desks and she grabs a small silvery item from it, and she runs over to the right wall and she starts feeling along the wall, and after a moment she seems to find what she's looking for, and she pushes the silver item into the wall, and then she takes a step back and begins murmuring to herself in some strange language. And after a moment, the wall will slide open, revealing a stairway down. And she will appear very excited at this point, and she will say, "Come, follow me."
At this point, I want to get out of the ashy whatever.
Right. Inside the house,
Yeah.
I've pushed this window too far north, and I can't grab the. Yeah, I'll just close it. All right, let us go to. Now, is everyone else piling in the house, or are you doing anything special at this point?
I'm following her because that's the reason I'm here.
I'm following too.
I'm following along. Want to see what this is all about.
Yep. The moment of truth is upon us.
Now, interestingly, I just shared this map. And I don't see it pushing it to you. I mean, it's shared.
I see it. Arcana Slayer.
Yes.
What's it called?
Arcanist Lair.
It's pretty cool.
So you notice as you start descending the steps, the smooth texture of the steps gives way to more rough, stone-like appearance. And as you descend, you'll notice that it is very dark below.
Okay.
So the steps are coming in from the southwest corner, I guess.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And you, if you will kindly put your tokens in the very southwest corner, I'm going to grab one for Mara.
I dragged the token onto the map, but it did not
Yeah.
appear.
Me too.
Oh, and now it's all gone black.
Yes, that's how it should have been when you first got in. I forgot a toggle. Okay.
The fog of
Let's see.
war.
Anything.
Yes. Well, hold on a moment. Bear with me. That's not what I want to do. And our party. Now, I believe Thrak, you have. Now, you have to bear with me because it's the first time I've tried using this line of sight feature. And I have tested it, it works, but what's not working right now is it's not working because we don't have a light source. So Thrak, I know, has dark vision. Kelethor, I believe you do as well.
I don't have dark vision.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have low light.
Low light. Theron, do you?
Low light. I'm
Okay.
half elf.
Thrak has dark vision, or what's it called? Yeah, dark vision 60 feet.
Okay. All right, I think it's working now. Yes?
Yeah, I see.
I can see some things. I guess if I move my token... Oh, yes, when I move my token, it automatically unreveals more parts
Nice.
of the map.
I like it.
Since it is dark, I am going to pull out my hooded lantern. If I can. Of course, it's dark, so. Can I?
Yes, go ahead. We'll either have to assume that that's what you've done. One of you is carrying a lantern, or...
Well, I
Mara
would
should
guess as
know
it
how to-
starts getting darker and darker, he would pull it out before it's too late to see it.
Why wouldn't Mara know that there's no light down here and bring something? Or
Right?
Well,
Or
she's
have something.
she's expecting you to do the heavy lifting.
Of course. Black.
Yeah, how does Mara get down here typically? Wouldn't she like have torches on the wall?
She actually knows the way by heart. She can walk it in the dark, and then perhaps when she reaches, she's closer to her destination. Maybe she has lighting in
There's
those
something
spots.
glowing there.
Yes.
Okay, so
I
I
call
pulled
BS.
out my
I
hooded
have
lantern.
to-
I have my hooded lantern out. Trying not to metagame as any.
then you shall lead the way.
Of course, Thrak can probably see better than I can. Well, I should be able to see. As far as the light can reach, I should be able to see. So, what I would want would be Mara to kind of come.
Oh, and now we're I'm sorry, I'm getting audio cut out.
Yeah.
I
Did you
wonder.
guys hear me?
No, we
Okay,
did
I'm
not
coming.
hear.
I'm having trouble staying connected to voice. Apparently, I heard Mara come, and then that was it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's as far as I heard as well.
I'm just saying, Mara to come up by me. And then,
We need to redo the marching formation.
yeah.
No, you can just
Well,
use
no.
what's on screen now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The marching formation is just when you're not on a map and you just want to know what order people are in. But when you're on a map, you can see
Yeah.
where everyone is.
Yeah.
So, assume Mara is leading. So,
Yeah,
you
she
now
needs to
come up
show
to
us
this
which way we're
one.
going.
Right, because I can see two paths.
She will say it's this way.
Okay.
Okay. Whoop. Whoop. Come back a little bit.
Got to get a wrist up here.
All right. As you turn the corner, you'll notice up ahead a very strange creature standing on a rock, and he is facing 4 other humanoid creatures who have very tattered clothes, who are busy clawing at rocks on the right hand side.
What's Mara's reaction to this?
She will seem
Yeah.
surprised.
Okay.
And
Have they noticed us?
they do not at this moment notice you.
Okay. Then I would like to carefully set my lantern down.
All right, well, before you get a chance to do that, they will notice you as you are sort of just walking without much care.
Yeah.
And they will turn. The creature on the rock will turn towards you and say something in a very garbled, gurgly type. You'll make a sort of a gargly type noise. And the 3 humanoids will stop what they're doing and reach into their waistbands and pull out daggers and start advancing towards you.
What is Mara doing?
Mara is acting surprised, but on her turn, she may act.
Yeah.
The S, is he on top of the rock or next to the rock?
He's standing on the rock, so the rock is only about 2 or 3 feet high at its top, but it's very flat and wide. So he's reachable from you. He just happens to be a slightly elevated position. He is he is somewhat humanoid in appearance, but he has 2 legs and 3 sets of arms, so 8 limbs in total. And he has a strange helmet-looking device which covers all of his neck, all of his shoulders, and part of his head. And it appears to be glowing. The humanoids across the cavern the humanoids across from him appear to also have some sort of strange collar-like device on their necks as well. So I'm sorry, were there any other questions?
No, but I would like to do I would like to talk to Mara, briefly whisper to Mara, and ask her, are there any alternative exits around here?
All right. She will quickly say no.
Okay.
And as she does, one of the humans lunges forward. Let's see, what is that distance?
He gets to me, he's pretty much catching me flat-footed.
Trying to decide that that's twice his movement rate. I don't know offhand how to bring up that ruler.
If you hold control and you click between him when he was in his original position, it will tell you the distances between them. So control left click on the target, wherever he's going to run to.
Ah, there it is. Thank you. 45 feet, not quite twice.
As long as it's at least once his movement, he can do a charge. Up to a maximum of twice.
Okay, it's maximum. I thought it was minimum.
Minimum is your standard move. Maximum is double your move.
Right.
Rotten guys do catch me.
And I did not set up the targeting correctly. That's all right. Let's do it old school. And he will miss you. Mara will step forward. I'm sorry, step back. And begin casting a spell. The gray creature will also begin casting some sort of spell. You'll see its hands moving. It starts that garbled speech again. Arista, you're up.
Yay. Okay, I would like to ask Mara if these are friends of hers.
She will very quickly say no.
Okay, great. So I would like to. See.
You're going to attempt to sleep, you said?
Yeah.
We're not seeing them on the combat tracker, by the way, so we can't target them.
I don't want to put us to sleep. I want to put them to sleep. Probably going to end up getting Kelithor, though, if I'm going to get that first human.
Are you able to target them now?
Let me see. It's not showing in the combat tracker now. And I'm not seeing. I think I need to see them in the combat tracker to be able to target them.
Right. Bear with me. All right, how about now?
It's
Yeah.
two things.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep. See them
Um,
all.
again, how do I make the... no, I can't. Okay. The distance. How do I do the distance measure?
Control and then click.
Click on your
Control.
target on your destination.
Oh, okay. Control. Pointer. It's a drawing. That doesn't really help. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Control what? Click?
Control left. Click on your token, then control left click on your destination.
Yeah, it's not working. Does my destination have to be
Another token? No. Where are you trying to go? There you go.
Maybe. Oh, and now I can't get it off. Yay. Alright, well, I'm gonna move. Yeah. I'm having trouble. Okay, clear targets. Got that.
Trying to find them if they're within range.
Well, nobody's within range, but I'm trying to see how far I can get.
Okay.
I mean, I can't even get to the first enemy unit. So, by the way, there are, in the window, there are buttons on the top right. There's one for clear targets, one for target friendly units, and one for target enemy units that will tell you exactly how far away enemy units are.
Mm.
But the control left click
It's not working for you.
only works if you're targeting something, which just repeats the target enemy units. So
Gotcha.
it's not really helpful. So I think the best I can do is just move up here. Over here. Because I got to get it within melee in order to do sleep.
All right. Is that it?
I'm going to shout to one of them, cover me, I'm going in. I imagine the big guy.
All right, Thrak. You see the mage rush forward like she's about to engage in melee.
That's frustrating. Yeah. I guess she knows what she's doing, but okay. Can I charge one of the humans? Because the grey-skinned creature is just out of reach. Can I charge human 1?
Sure.
Okay, I will do that then. So using my big ass mace, and I'm going to slam into him. I think it's an extra 2 damage here if I hit.
And that will hit.
So that's him splattered. 9 damage.
Conscious. Very nice.
Kelethor.
Okay, since I need to essentially drop my bow and grab my sword.
Okay.
Not much else I can do.
Drop your bow on the ground. Swing around, switch to your sword.
Yep.
And you could still attack.
Okay, then I am attacking the one right in front of me.
Is that because he's not bothering to put it away just because he's dropping it on the ground?
Right, that's essentially like a free action. And since he hasn't really moved, that means he's got enough movement to grab his sword from its sheath.
Yep.
Leaving him just enough action left to actually attack.
Why isn't it letting me target 3?
Control click on him in the tracker.
Okay.
Or alt click on him. Maybe it's alt click. Sorry. Yeah, control click.
There we go. Okay. Swing.
That hits.
All right. Do it, baby. Do it.
Okay. Theron, you are witnessing the carnage as your colleagues seem to be dicing and slicing these strange humans.
Change of pace.
Is the one in front of Kelthor still alive?
No, it is quite damaged. As
Unconscious and bleeding to death.
Exactly. It has a huge gash and has fallen to the floor.
I'm gonna go over here and protect Arista. Because
Thank you.
she's doing something and she has no cover.
Yay, because I'm in it.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Human 1 will lay bleeding. Human 3 will lay bleeding. At this point, the creature on the rock seems to complete his spell, and you hear in a very garbled voice, "Back to work." And you'll notice that the two humans who were laying bleeding on the floor will unnaturally begin to rise again.
Yay. I'm glad I'm headed for the creature on the rock.
And they now face you, but they have strange blank stares.
They're undead.
Something like that. Yes, Thrak. You notice the human in front of you seems to have unnaturally arisen.
If I can kill him once, I can kill him again. But I'm tempted to charge the one on the rock, though. Just ignore him and hit the boss guy.
Okay. You will notice.
Luckily, he's just over my minimum charge move. So yeah.
There you go.
So I will hit him. Hopefully. So I take my mace, take a massive running swing at him, and miss.
Yes. It's you notice the cavern floor is not exactly super smooth, so as you were charging, perhaps you stumbled just enough to throw off your rhythm. Theron.
All right. Since I saw that, I'm gonna go after that dude too. Can I make it?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it's quite clearly enough movement for you to get a charge in.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was the attack versus. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a +2 to your damage. You might want to
Nice.
put your token up there too, because it's a bit far away from long
Oh,
sword
I
at the moment.
didn't control click him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so that will need to be added manually.
Did I just drop all of you guys? Sort of looks like my Fantasy Grounds quit.
Are you still there, Storycrafter?
Yep.
Oh, and
Oh.
I've been kicked out of the campaign.
Yeah, we
Yes,
just
I'm
lost-
sorry. I'm sorry. It just quit on me. I'm not quite sure why. I'm trying to bring it back up as quickly as possible. All right, I
You know,
believe
the man behind the curtain.
exactly. I should note to self. So I have 2 internet connections,
Oh yeah, shut down the one,
and shut down the one I think that might be the less stable.
the WAP while we're doing this.
Yeah, so that even though it'll throw all the bandwidth on one side, I think it can still handle it. So
Better than
So my-
having it flaky.
yes, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. If we could attempt to get back in. I know you had just made an attack.
And it was 8 damage.
Yeah, you're still red on my end, so I can't get in. I can't even try to get in yet, Mark. How long would it take you to shut down that
Loaded
map
for
for
me.
now?
If I do, it might drop us again.
Okay. But if you do, how long would it take you to shut it down?
Oh, just a few moments.
Oh, okay.
So,
So maybe if we get dropped again, you just do that.
yeah, if either we get dropped again or at the end of this battle, I will certainly do that. And it may have 0 impact because this connection may be going over the more fluid
Version.
But it looks like it preserved, at least oddly, it preserved Theron's location or his proximity, but not Thrak. So I'm just gonna move you over there, Thrak. And combat tracker.
I still have spinning dice.
Okay.
Yeah, and Theron had done a hit on the grayskin creature for 10 points of damage.
Oh, yeah, 10 points, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah, plus 2 for the charge and an 8 on the dice.
Oh, that's right, the charge. Bear with me. We did not keep the last order. So we appear to have a slightly different...
Oh, I would love for a new position because mine sucked.
yeah.
I was the last guy.
Okay, I'm finally back in. Now, let's find the right image. 2. Oh, not right. Okay.
Now I'm going to take one moment and see if I can reorder this position, this initiative order, to at least keep the, because I think we're down to about the 3rd spot. And it would appear not. It does
Come
not
on.
look like I can reorder once. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. It's just very tricky. So the gray-skinned creature went.
It's so that you don't accidentally do it. They have to make it a little harder.
Or maybe I can't.
All I know is I was last. I don't think Mara had went yet.
Correct, and I had not.
And no, I'm sorry. It does not look like I can do it. So let us do this. We will do the next initiative off of the tracker. And then when we start, we'll just use the initiative order that's in the tracker. So I know the grayskin creature had gone. Thrak, you had gone because you'd done the charge. Theron had gone. Calathor, you were last. So Arista, why don't you go next?
Okay. So I'm going to say, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to see how far this guy is from me. Target enemy unit. Target enemy units? Target them. Why am I not targeting anything?
Easy to do out of a combat tracker.
It's easy to do on the combat tracker.
Yeah, just control and click on your target.
Yeah, except that that's not really what I want to do, but I'll
Okay.
try. What I want to do is see how far away he is, and that's not what's happening. For some reason, it's not letting me see.
You have to click on yourself.
Yeah.
And then highlight.
Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay.
There you go.
He's 50 feet away.
Are you considering your charge?
I'm not going to charge. I just want to get up to him so he's in melee.
I'm teasing you.
So that's
Battle mage.
That's what I'm gonna do. Great. Now I can't move myself. Why can't I move myself now? Okay. Did you do that?
I just grabbed you. Huh.
How come
weird.
you can move me but I can't? Oh, this is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Jen.
Okay, well, can you move me up there, like behind ya guys, but like right between yas?
Like right here?
Yeah, because I gotta be able to throw dust past you. But I can't do it this turn because I had to go 50 feet, which I'm burdened and can only go 30 feet.
Yeah, don't worry about the burden.
I can, well, but
But
I
if you've got,
be able to toss my dust?
if you've gone more than your normal movement rate, then yeah, you
Yeah.
wouldn't have enough action left
Right.
to move and then throw some dust.
Right.
Now, the dust throw, wouldn't that be a ranged attack?
No, it has to be melee.
Oh, I see. So it's
I
more
have,
of a...
that's why I'm walking up. That's why I've taken 2 turns to walk up to him.
Right, I get you.
So I'm also going to say something to the other two. I'm just going to say, step back. Because I got to be able to get up to him at some point. And they're both standing in the way. So I'm hoping that they'll hit and then take a step back.
All right, Thrak. In the back, you feel a dagger cut neatly across your shoulder blades for 2 damage.
Okay, thanks. He didn't need a bonus to hit on that, did he? It was just a natural hit.
Yeah, he was at 17, so...
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And
as long as it wasn't the 11 with a bonus, otherwise...
No, the 11 was a miss.
Yep, that's
and good. As well, Calathor, you'll notice that unnaturally shambling human sort of trot down to you and then stab at you sort of mindlessly for 4 damage.
Stab at you mindlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ouch.
All right. We're going to do the top of the order now that's in the tracker. So Human 2 gets to go again. And
You let me do my turn?
oh yes, I'm sorry. I robbed you of your turn.
Especially after getting stabbed. I want to swing.
Yeah, right.
I'm
And did Mara
swinging at
do
the-
anything last turn?
Oh, yes, I'll do Mara right after you, Keltor. Go ahead.
Okay. I am essentially still, well, somehow, I wanted to target the unnatural one. So let me do that. Because he's the one who just stabbed me. So I am mad at him. And swing better.
Nice, that will hit.
Yeet, and
Human 1.
that should be a cleaving.
Yes. It crumples to the floor again. This time it does not seem to be bleeding.
Of course not.
Mara will take one step here and she will finish her chanting. And you will notice strange swirls of color circling each of the creatures.
Color spray.
Ah, of course. Okay, so all but the strange gray-skinned creature seem to have these swirls of color circling their bodies like a swirling rainbow. And they begin to swirl around the stray green creature, but he sort of shakes his head, and the rainbow swirls just sort of fade out. All right, now we're again at the top of the order. Human 2. Did I already do Human 2 on his second attack? He did not. Okay, his attack this time will miss. Mara will begin chanting again. The gray-skinned creature will make 2 claw attacks on the
Owie.
on the half orc.
Owie. Ow.
Oh, damn.
Raking both sides of him for 5 total points of damage.
Ouch.
Arista, you can see that this creature seems to have nasty claws.
Yeah. Can I delay my turn until after Thrak moves? Thrak or Kelthor? I'm sorry,
Thrak won't
Thrak or
be
Thera?
moving anywhere.
Because it's either that or I put them to sleep as well.
Okay, well, you delay a moment. Thrak.
Okay. Revenge on the grey-skinned creature.
Swing true.
Scream as I slam my mace against him. Damn it!
Not
His
enough.
claws obviously put me off my swing.
Arista, are you going or are you still delaying?
No, if he's not moving, I can't go because I run the risk of putting him to sleep too.
Okay, Kelthor.
Okay, I'm swinging at the other one who's standing right by me.
Okay.
And swing true. I said swing true.
I think the universe misheard you as swing through.
Yes, I did. I gave him a haircut at best.
Theron.
So since he double clawed Thrak, can I do the back attack?
Yeah, I'll give you that because you're sort of to his side and flanking him. So go ahead.
They do +2, correct?
Yeah, I think that's what back attack gives you is the bonus to hit.
Oh.
12. No, it's not enough. One of its 6 arms seems to sort of reach back and deflect you just at the last moment. Human 1 is most surely dead. Human 3
Yeah.
has not been attacked at all.
Oh, I gave him a haircut.
Okay, so can I go then?
If you want to.
Yeah. Since no one's moving, I have to move myself. I want to go around. I don't know how far around I can get.
Now, I will tell you that since this creature does have extra arms available, that if you simply just walk away, attempt to walk away, there's a very high likelihood that it's going to take an attack on you.
It can reach beyond the other 2 people that I was standing behind?
Well, you were sort of standing near it, right?
Yeah, I was here.
Mm-hmm.
If you're saying that it can reach me, then I certainly can reach it, correct?
Well, that was what I thought you were positioning yourself to do, was to be close enough to touch it with melee. Are you saying
Yeah,
you
I
did
was
not
trying
get
to
within...
do, but I thought I wasn't close enough.
I'm sorry?
That's what I was trying to do, but I thought I wasn't close enough because the other 2 were in the way.
Okay, and it's fair enough. If you're saying that you felt like you were not close enough to reach it, that's fine. Go ahead and move. Now, it appears that you're close enough to reach it, so you're within melee reach, yes?
Now I would like to sprinkle it with fairy dust.
Okay.
With sleeping dust. And it gets saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. So much for that.
All right, all set.
Yep.
Send me to my maker. Oh, yeah.
And it's a miss. All right. Next round. Human 1 is most surely dead.
Revenge.
Kelethor.
No. Damn it.
See the revenge. It's making you
Blind.
Probably
blind,
more of
yeah.
the fact I lost more than half my hit points already.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Well, the good news, it's only a dagger.
Yeah, well. Oh,
And this creature
one
has no
more
strength, so it's just the raw damage of the dagger. Theron. Your friend's getting quite bloodied. Well, 2 of them now.
Batter up. I'm going in hard.
Swing hard, swing true. I'm gonna not say anything anymore because I'm jinxing this shit.
All right, Arista.
Sorry, I just gotten up to get a snack and hear the little boy had eaten them all.
Oh, of course.
So
Well, he's not such a little boy, really.
yeah, not so much anymore. All right, so I'm gonna smack him with my staff. And I drop it right on him, right? There we go.
And that is a miss.
Great, and then I'm going to take a step back.
Okay. Okay. Thrak.
Will you die?
Oh,
No.
wow. Mara completes her casting, and a set of very silvery-looking daggers flies from her hands towards each creature. All right. Human 2. And bear with me a moment. And you'll notice that one of them will hit each of the remaining humans. The normal looking humans, I should say. And one of them slumps to the floor and is now out of combat. And then finally the gray skinned creature now will make another attack. Hit once on Thrak for 4 more damage.
Thrak's in trouble at the moment.
Darren, your friend's not looking so good.
All right.
You could really use some help if you could kind of maybe
Hit.
hit.
You probably try to push him out of the way while I hit.
An ass checking.
The guys hate me.
Well, maybe you don't treat them well enough. Mara will attempt to move forward and get to about there. Human 3 will make an attack. I don't know what to say. It's not like I can really, fudge these dice. One more. This dagger seems
Starting to
unusually
cough.
sharp for you, and it seems like it just wants to home in on you. Maybe it seeks living flesh.
Man.
Some sort of cursed dagger, or
Coughing up blood here.
well, now's your chance. Now's your chance to even the
Yeah.
score.
Yeah, let's see. Swing.
That will hit.
That was close.
Yes, it was. And I could have done better than that.
Yeah. Wow.
I could have done a lot better than that.
All right, so I would like to drop my staff, pull out my sling, and one of my stones, shoot it at the weird gray-looking guy.
All right, you drop your staff to the ground.
Uh-huh.
You quickly grab your sling,
Uh-huh.
and you pull back, and you make an attack. And you will hit. I'm not sure what armor it's using, but 13 is its AC.
Okay. So this is a I don't know what it means for it to be a magic sling stone, but it is.
So it's just magic
Probably like
missiles. So
1v2.
It says
Okay.
it.
Yeah, it says it missed, but
no, I know it. I know it says it missed, but its armor should be 13.
Okay, you were saying, Mark?
So what is the damage for that, for the magic missile version of that?
It doesn't give me a damage.
I'll
That's
say
what I need.
roll 1d4.
So as if it were just a regular sling stone, but it has magic to it. So creatures who are not susceptible to regular weapons are susceptible to it. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, a normal stone doesn't do 1d4, right? Just 1d2.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
yeah, 1d2.
Okay, and that would be why I have a 1d4 in here for damage. So there we are.
And there you go. And it was just enough. It knocks it on the head, sort of comically. And the
Great.
creature sort of wobbles a little bit and falls down unconscious.
I feel like David.
He was
Luckily
no
enough,
Goliath.
Thrak. This creature's on the ground.
Are any of the humanoid-looking creatures alive but unconscious?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
The one in front of me.
I removed them from the tracker because I still don't know how to take them out of initiative order.
In rage, Thrak is just going to slam his mace into the head of the creature and the ground in front of him.
Oh, that's a good.
Hoo
Idea.
yeah. Hoo yeah.
I like that one. But I'm worried about the creatures that had the things on their necks.
Well, that
Yeah,
one
that's
had
not this
something on
one,
its
though,
head and
so.
neck too, right? It was glowing.
So do you want me to roll for that? Or are you just going to...
Is
No,
that a coup
just
de grace?
yeah, it's a coup de grace.
Okay, so I redistribute the grey skinned creature's skull contents over the nearest rocks. In fact, not even just the nearest rocks. The rocks in probably a 20-foot radius or so.
Nice.
And then Thrak slumps to the ground next to the rock in absolute agony, you can see, and starts rifling through his bag to at least try and bandage up some of his wounds. So.
Mara will notice all of her bloodied friends, and she'll say quickly, I've got something that can help us. And she says quickly, I have something that can help us, and she takes off running.
Oh, goodness. I'm going to follow her.
Thrak is still going to bandage himself up before following. He's not trusting any witch tricks to get him back on his feet.
Okay. Except for my steep stones, which he's perfectly happy with.
Your steep stones, they're okay. They taste good, kind of.
They go down easy.
Yeah. Or how to. So 1d2 for the bandage. Oh, so that's 1. I double click, so it's 1 in any case. And then I can do a primary attribute check to get another point on top. So I will do that.
Darren, are you doing
so
anything
yeah.
at this moment?
2 wounds back.
Should we rifle through? Like, I'm gonna pull the thing. There's that little glowing thing off this gray skin creature. Like, inspect.
If you want to take a moment, it would take you a moment to inspect. Meanwhile, Mara and Arista look like they're about to head down the corridor.
Yeah, my guys are hurt, so I gotta stay with them. Make sure they're
Okay. So, if the party takes a moment to...
Yes, I'm chopping the head off this one by me because I'm angry, I'm frustrated, and I'm really hurt. And then I'm going to attempt to bandage myself.
Right, you will notice that as you're rifling through some of the clothing on the humanoids, who are wearing just plain clothes, a total of 50 gold pieces.
And I can't see any of this, right? From where I am?
No.
Okay.
If I could, I'd be stopping them from killing these guys. We're trying to stop them.
What do you mean stop them from killing them?
Stop us from killing the humans.
Well, they're already dead and dying.
Yes, but the dying ones don't have to die.
Yes, they do.
No, I'm pretty sure that the things on their necks were being controlled by the thing on the neck of the guy with the gray skin.
The blood oozing out of my body and my mouth is telling me no. They have to die.
Yay. Murder hobos!
As you take a moment to examine the slightly larger creature that you killed on the rock, his neck device seems more robust and covers the back of the skull, underneath the neck, and on the shoulders, and it looks like it just sort of clasps in the back. The 3 other devices look like they are simple neck bracelets. I don't know if you would call that a necklet.
Orcs or something.
I'm sorry, what do you mean orcs?
No, a torque.
Torque.
T-O-R.
Oh, yes, I think that's right. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah, there used to be sort of a somewhat wide piece of leather with some what looks like some sort of strange writing embossed in the leather, and some sort of strange silver thread, and they clasp in the back. And as you pick them up or touch them or go to unbuckle them, you will get sort of a tingly feeling in your fingers tips.
Okay. So I used one of my bandages, which does 2 wounds. I'm not familiar with how that works out. Or like how many hit points I get back.
You get 1d2. You have to use the bandage within 4 rounds of receiving the wound.
Well, that was
It's
only
definitely
like
done within 4 rounds. Yeah. So I used my bandage to do 2 wounds, and it looks like I got 4 points.
Um,
That just seems a lot.
It depends on if each wound was 2 points or not. Like if you get hit for only 1 point, then that wound max heal is only 1.
Well, I got hit with a 3, and one of them was a 3. 'Cause I lost a total of 6. So I had a 3 and then a 1 and a 1. And so 3, 1, and a 1.
How many of the stones
It
are
had
there
to have been
around?
a 2. Yeah.
Because I've still got 9 wounds out of 13, so I've only got 4 hit points left at the moment.
You were asking about stones?
Oh yeah, but you've run off with Mara.
Yeah, I'm not
haven't
even
you?
in the room because Mara supposedly has a way to heal you guys. So
Yeah, well, once I've finished bandaging up, then I'll run after you, but I'm just waiting to hear when that is, and I can start
Okay.
moving that pig in.
I'm sorry, I'm
So
trying to
I got
look up.
4
It doesn't seem familiar to me that you could use 2 bandages sort of at a time, but you were attacked twice, so you would have 2
No.
wounds.
Well, each bandage it says 2 wounds. It can be used for 2 wounds.
No, yeah, I think each bandage can be used for 2 wounds. So they come in 2 packs. That's my interpretation.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
And
Right.
then if you read the Adventurer's Backpack, each bandage heals, or each
one.
wound of bandage heals 1d2 wounds of damage, plus
Mhm.
maybe 1, but you need to do a class check on whether or not it heals an extra 1 on top of that.
That would be a no.
So that would be just the d2, so just 2 points of healing. I rolled twice by accident because I double clicked my button instead of single clicking
Gotcha.
it. But they both came out at once, so it didn't matter. But I only intended to roll 1 dice there. And then in my inventory, I reduced my bandages. I'm taking them off in half increments, so now I have 2.5 bandages left. That's my interpretation of it anyway, that each bandage can be
Okay.
used is a 2-pack.
Yeah, and that's why I rolled twice, because I wanted to use 1 bandage for 2 different wounds.
Interestingly, I can't read the Adventurer's Backpack.
I'll screenshot the section and
No, that's okay. I totally tracking you. I'm just. It explains why I can't find bandage.
It's on page 66 when you find it. I'll copy paste the text into the.
Yeah, take it.
If I can. It's split over 2 columns.
Yeah. No worries. I think we're good here. I mean, as far as our understanding. I copied the treasure into the party sheet. So you should notice the strange neck devices. They were attacking you with daggers, so those are there as well.
I'm going to do what you do and do it. I'm going to use just a half bandage to do my whatever.
All right. While you guys are sort of digging through the bodies and bandaging yourselves, Mara looks over at Arista and says, "What is going on? We need to get to my study so that I can get you."
Yes, let's go to your study. We can bring it back.
Okay. She says, "Good," and so she just takes off down the hallway.
I'm going to hobble over by the other 2 guys. Safety in numbers.
I'll catch up with her as soon as I move the map.
Okay.
That's me you moved.
Oops, I am very sorry.
That's quite all right. I'm going to follow her there anyway.
So
Go
I
ahead and move it.
guess we only take one round to apply the bandages, so we would be at least part of the way chasing her by the time she gets to wherever she is.
True, but if you really are going to stay and sort of search through the body, that's going to take you several moments.
No, I said I was applying my bandages and then chasing.
Then
after
chasing
Mara.
her? Okay, so go ahead and if you want, to sort of make yourself halfway around the bend down that long hallway. Theron and Calathor, you notice
Guys, again.
Thrak sort of.
Okay, so all I heard was, and then I'm chasing after her. So, and then I came in on Thrak.
Okay.
So
I
Thrak.
should
Follow.
Right, so Thrak. Well, keep in mind, you wanted to stay and sort of loot the body, so to speak.
I never said that for Thrak.
No, I know you didn't.
Yeah.
You said
Okay.
you're just about a half a beat behind the other two. So in fact, I'll move you about here.
And I get up to where Theron is, and if he's still searching, I'm gonna do another bandage.
Okay. So we'll do sort of a soft initiative at this point, just to kind of keep track of where we are. So you are now doing another bandage, so that'll take you another round or so. Theron is still gathering items. Now Mara, as she sort of rushes hurriedly towards her study, comes around the corner, and is immediately set upon by several strange creatures.
So real quick, Pete, so I'll remember this. I did another bandage, and then I did the attribute check. So does that mean I get 3 points then?
So it's 1d2 to see how much it heals, and then attribute check can give you one more. Yeah, so that's 3.
I got 16.
Yeah.
Which I imagine is a success. Okay.
That's my understanding of how it works. Of course, if storyteller wants to run it differently.
Okay, I think I lost you guys again.
No, we're here. At least I am.
Mark?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what are we waiting on?
At the moment, nothing.
Okay.
At the moment,
So I'm waiting for Mara to run in and grab the stuff, and I'm going to try and help her bring it to the guys.
right,
Yep, but she was confronted by something.
right.
Creature.
So,
Ah, okay.
Arista, as Mara turns the corner to her study, you hear her gasp and say, "Oh no!"
Okay. So I'm gonna. Can I see beyond her?
Yes, you could. You as you come around the corner, you're right behind her.
Great. So I'm gonna say shit and turn tail.
Okay, so you're gonna turn and run.
Yep. Go back around the corner to find the other guys. I don't know how far I'm going. Ugh.
Yeah, we need to do an initiative because I got on what we're gonna do.
I'm gonna say I can probably get back that way. Yeah.
Yeah, slow down. Can you please put yourself back?
Okay.
No, back behind Mara.
I'm trying to.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
All right. As you turn to leave, you notice that one of the creatures attacks Marla and hits her
Marla
very
still has a scar hanging.
solidly. All right, Theron, you are. It's your turn. You are finishing your bandage at this point.
Not bandages.
Mara will quickly.
I don't have bandages.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
he
sorry,
was-
Theron.
he was
Yeah, you.
so-
My apologies. I was thinking of Calathor at that time. Theron, you were at that moment searching through.
Correct.
What else do you intend to do?
Help Calthor. He's still with me.
Okay.
Do we hear the ruckus, the screams, the oh shit?
Nope. You are too far around the corner
Okay.
to hear anything.
That's okay. You're going to hear it playing soon enough.
Mara will attempt to grab the door and shut it. But not before. Oops. Not before one of the other creatures throws something that looks like a dart at her. Calathor, now your turn.
Okay. I want to kind of go get my bow and grab my lantern. Because I have no idea where the hell they went and need to be able to see.
Right, and you had dropped your bow back towards the entrance.
Where each one is. It's actually was right.
Yep, exactly.
It was like right here. Because he got me. So there I am. I'm grabbing my bow, kind of slipping it over my back and grabbing my lantern. Now I'm ready to follow. I
Oh.
can track them, is my assumption.
Right. All right, Arista. Now you may
Now I can run.
gracefully run. Retreat. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to yell at Thrak on my way by. She's in trouble. Big trouble.
What is it? And Thrak's still running the way he was running originally.
And you said you were running. Thrak, it's your turn.
So yeah, Thrak runs back down towards where Mara is. Don't know if I get that far.
No, that looks good if you're running, especially if you're running.
And then I guess I see what's in the room. So 2 demon creatures, and what's the strange creature look like?
It's twice as tall as a normal human. It has very long, spindly legs, very large eyes, and it does not look necessarily demonic. Its skin is unnaturally smooth and silvery.
And what's Mara's reaction at the moment, as far as I can
She
see?
is in the midst of attempting to close the door.
Okay, so can I stand the other side of her so that when she closes the door she can run, and then I can kind of cover her back as she's running?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so that's
You can
what
sort of step just to the side of her so as she's closing. For the moment, she is still standing in the doorway.
She's having trouble shutting the door.
No, it's taking her a full round to do that.
Ah,
So at the beginning of her next round, she will have a closed door.
gotcha.
The other creature attacks must make a save, which he is failing.
Okay.
So Mara suddenly stops with the door only partly closed, and she seems frozen, as if she's sort of paralyzed where she stands. Kelthor, you have your bow in hand. What do you want to do?
Bow.
Yeah, I was picking up a bow. It's on me.
So what happened to
Wait,
Mara there?
I must have missed some words. I heard Mara suddenly stops, bow in hand.
Yes, so one of the creatures sort of reaches out towards Mara, and a small arc of electricity hits Mara, and she suddenly stops moving.
Mm-hmm.
The door is only partly closed, so someone would have to push it to actually enter the room. So she is now partly concealed with the door partly closed.
Hmm.
And she is standing still as stone.
Yay.
Back to you, Kelthor.
Okay. With my crazy elven hearing, do I hear anything?
Give me a wisdom check.
That would be a big no.
No. And I forgot. What we're going to do from here on out is when you do your checks, your saves you can roll normally, but if you're doing a check,
Do it in the tower.
do it in the tower. That
Okay.
way I see it and you don't, so I can tell you if you succeed what would happen.
So, like this.
No.
No, you see the dice tower? Somewhere on your screen?
Bottom right corner.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Just drop
It's 'cause
it
I
on
have
the
my... Gotcha.
That's like a secret send to DM.
Gotcha.
Secret to you as well as the rest of the group.
Right.
Okay, I got you now.
Make sense?
I have my screen stretched, so I didn't notice it over on the right.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, over on the far edge.
Yeah, I've moved it a couple times, so I'm not even sure where it is right now on my screen. Probably hidden under something.
I usually move it right up next to our characters.
Well, I'm moving mine.
That's actually a good place. All right, so you no, you do not hear anything. You still have plenty of movement left, though.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to start heading up that way and say to Farron as I walk by, let's try to find him.
Okay. The strange creature will step forward and attempt to wrestle the door open, and he will. And that's his movement. And the other strange creature will run forward.
I'm not seeing them on the initiative tracker, by the way.
How about
There
now?
they are.
And Thrak, you notice the creature that has stepped forward, and it puts its hands, or its sort of claw-like appendages on her, and you notice a strange glow from its hands on her body. And she sort of begins to shake a little bit. Theron, you notice Kelthor. I'm not sure if he was running or walking, because
Really
he did say
wasn't running
walk.
because I didn't hear anything, so I'm just trying to follow their path or their track.
Okay, fair enough.
As far as I would normally move, that's how far I move.
Okay, well, 60 feet. Theron, are you going to move 60 feet, or are you going to fall in line next to
Did
Calator?
Arista move
fall
this
line
round?
next.
Because she's still where she was at the start of the last round.
Yeah, I don't think I got to go for some reason.
Go ahead.
So, if you're saying that 60 feet is how far you can go with walking, then presumably running, I can get all the way out here.
Normally 60 feet is already a double move. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're
Easily.
at a full run, then yes, you could move like 100 some feet.
Yes, I'm at a full run.
But at this point, you've forsaken all defense. If something were to reach out, and they could very easily hit you.
Yes, that's kind of the point. Is I'm
Okay.
getting the hell out of here.
So you've begun to run back towards.
Yes, I'm going back to get these guys and tell them that Mara's in trouble and Thrak needs backup.
Right. Okay. So you turn the corner. You see the two of them. You have enough time to say something quickly.
Well, I'll stop when I see them. So,
Okay.
you mean enough time on this turn?
Yes.
I'll tell them down the hall and to the right. Down the hall, second right.
Then turn left. Then go down a little bit.
Down
hang a
the
left.
hall, second right. Mara's in trouble. Thrak needs help.
Go in the door that's got a picture of a cowboy, not the one that has a picture of a cowgirl. Thrak. You've noticed the door being ripped open, and there's one of these creatures reaching out now, and seems to be doing something strange to Mara.
okay, I'm just going to grab Mara, try and snatch him away from him, throw her over my shoulder, and then just peg it. So
Okay.
I'm just trying to grab her and run.
Let's see. Why don't you give me a... Which is better for you, strength or dex? Probably strength, right?
Strength.
And it's
I guess
prime,
it'd be
yeah?
more appropriate for grabbing her, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's more like a grapple. But it's really going to be a low target.
What are those things?
I'm sorry, what are what things?
The thing I drew the circle around.
I'm afraid I don't see your circle.
Oh,
Pillars, I guess, but I'm not sure.
yeah.
They're
Oh, I
either
see your-
pillars or cauldrons or...
Yes, no, they are pillars.
Okay. That's what I thought, but,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how to undo the drawing.
That's right.
There's a clear button.
Where?
There's an eraser mode at the top. If you look at the buttons on the top, there's draw
Eraser
mode and
Okay, that's
eraser
the
mode.
eraser. Gotcha.
So, Thrak, yes, you easily reach over, sort of rip her from the grasp of the creature, and toss her over your shoulder. I'd say you have... That's really kind of your movement and your... That's all of your movement action right there.
Okay.
So, anything else? Any other grunts or warbles?
Not a lot else I can do. I can shout to her, what's the best way to run? If she doesn't answer, I'm running back the way we came. If she tells me something else, then I'll listen to her.
She does not respond to you. She seems completely oblivious to what's going on. Like just a sack of potatoes on your shoulder at the moment. Theron, what do you want to do? You see Mara come running around.
I see Arista coming out yelling
sorry,
about
Arista.
going down. Thrak's in trouble, so I'm going to book it. How far can I go?
If you want to just run recklessly, you could pretty much cover that entire
I
hallway.
don't want to run recklessly. I'm going in hot with my weapon, my sword out.
Okay. If you want, yeah, full run would get you right about to the end of that hallway, right to that corner where Arista was. So another few feet.
He may not have been able to see where Arista was.
Yeah, so to about this point. Oh, come on. Are you going to let me draw? No. Right there.
Okay. That's it.
Yep. The creature will not like having its victim stolen from it, so it's going to make another attack, this time against Thrak. And Thrak, you feel like a little quick puff of air go by you, whizzing by you. A little spark of light. All right, Thrak, what do you want to do?
I was carrying Mara, so take that into account.
Yeah, go ahead and move. I'll just move her with you when you're...
Well, move me as far as I can back that way. As far as you will allow me to move. I'll let you say how far that is.
Are you near being encumbered?
Yeah, I'm on the limit of being... Well, I'm probably burdened.
Yeah, so I'll give you the regular movement rate then. So go ahead if you want to move 30 feet.
I don't know how far 30 feet is, so I can't measure it. That's why I'm asking you to...
yeah, I'm thinking it's right about there.
Okay.
It's a bit of a guess. I don't know how to do the measurements myself, other than token to token.
But it's strange. When we have to wait for your approval to move, it tells us how far we're moving. But when we move ourselves, it doesn't. So there's probably a button to do that, but I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know either, unfortunately. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can figure it out.
You know what? I'll work on figuring it out so you can continue to run the game.
All right.
Actually, if possible, I would like to apply my barbarians. What's it called? The skill that they have.
Oh, it's like Barbarian Rage.
Yeah, well, not the rage, but primeval will.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Each creature will come out.
Did you skip Kalthor?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Kalthor.
So it looks like I am not going to run like a madman because, of course, I know there's danger. So I figure I'm probably going to get about as far as Theron did.
Yep.
Come on, move me. There we go. By the light of my lantern.
All right, Arista, you've seen your two colleagues go running back the way you came. Do you want to turn around and join them?
I will, but I'm gonna run my butt over to like here and hide in this corner
Okay.
while I gather myself and our bearings. So I'm probably going to take a look around us. Does she have any stuff around? I'd really be interested in, do I recognize what this thing on the floor is that I've run past twice?
Okay, so to get this far, you were essentially taking a breakneck run, so you weren't really taking time to notice anything. If you want to take some time...
When I was with her, we weren't running.
Yeah, but those are rounds past. If you
Right.
want to now take the time to look around...
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but you don't have enough action left on this round to do that.
Right.
Okay. So, on your next turn, maybe that's when you want to say you want to actually take a look around and actively look at things.
Okay.
Theron. You see Thrak carrying this sack of potatoes that looks like Mara, and right behind him is that strange tall creature.
So I can attack him, correct?
You could, if you in this round, you could take a move up to him. Actually, I was going to say, if you wanted to try to measure it, if it's more than your normal.
No, it was 25.
25. Okay, so not enough to charge.
What? Okay.
I apologize. That should be a hit. I don't know why it's not calculating that correctly. I will say these are custom creatures, so this is my first time doing them all pretty much from scratch. So it looks like perhaps I haven't gotten them correct. Okay, so you do hit. So go ahead and do your damage.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay, I figured out how to draw distances.
Yeah.
So you point to your origination point. Then you hold down both mouse buttons and drag to your destination and let go.
Oh, okay.
And then escape removes it.
That's intuitive.
Yeah.
But I figured it out, so now we can use it.
There you go.
Well done for figuring it out. Thanks.
Thank you.
Better me do it than Mark, because at least I'm not doing anything when it's not my turn. Apparently I'm not doing much when it is my turn. It's okay.
All right, Theron, anything else you want to do? You had a solid connection there.
Only if I can attack again.
No, unfortunately, not this level.
All right.
Thrak, you can feel that
Right,
creature's
right.
breath on your back.
So one standard move, double move. How far am I running?
That's up to you. I'm sorry. If you're running, then it would be
Running
double
as
move.
Far as I can. Yeah.
So essentially, just halve your movement. Your normal movement rate is halved right now because between the body and the everything else you
Okay.
gotta.
So if I'm running flat out with no regard to anything else, that's 60 according
60,
to what you're
yep.
saying for you.
Did we sleep before the encounter outside the
No.
city?
No.
Okay. Do we sleep
For some
after that?
reason, he's gonna. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, good. Give me a second. See if I can actually work this out correctly via the. Wow.
So you'll see me sprinting off with Mara over my shoulder. I'm just concentrating on getting her out of here for now. And
Theron,
the
you are
screen
not
ladder
dead.
Go past.
But did it roll to hit?
Yeah, it rolled the hit, but it counted it as damage. So I was struggling with that a little bit. I thought I had worked that out, but no, it wants to roll my 1d20s as damage. So
So you mean it 1d20 plus 2 damage of 19 damage wasn't real? Ah,
no, sorry. It's
You weren't obliterated.
now. So what you see is these strange, very unnaturally thin limbs are just insanely quick. So you feel them slice almost like sharp knives. And so it's sort of a whoosh kind of thing. And this other creature will come out into the hallway and make its ranged attack. And Miss Arista, now you can look around
Mm-hmm.
and actively try to inspect your environment.
Yeah, I'm gonna peek around that corner. I want to see what this blue thing is. Okay, and why am I having trouble? Thank you.
Are you talking about the blue markings on the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you see is you might recognize as a sort of magic square where someone might have scribed it on the ground, although this looks more permanent, so it's more painted on the ground. And typically, one would either scribe it, stand outside the
Mark.
circle.
Mark.
Yeah,
All I heard was you might recognize.
sorry, okay. So you might recognize it as a magic circle, casting circle.
Okay.
It's permanent on the ground, although these can be made temporarily with just, chalk and dust.
Okay.
This one is permanent.
Uh-huh.
It operates in either of two modes. If you are attempting to use it to summon a creature, you would stand outside the circle. When the creature you are summoning appears, it would be trapped inside the hexagram there.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Now, alternatively, it could also be used as a power enhancing circle, where a caster might it's slightly different when it's used in that mode. Someone spends time sort of charging the circle, if you will, as a ritual, and they would stand in the center, and that would enhance their powers or allow them to cast additional spells they wouldn't normally have, as sort of a requirement to particular spells. So that is what you see. It could actually be used in either mode. So you're not sure at this point which way it might be used, although it depends on what you're trying to use it for.
Okay.
You will also notice that it does have a sort of subtle sense of having perhaps recently being used.
Okay.
Hence the sort of subtle flickering that you notice.
Mm-hmm. Recently, like since I was last in this building, but not down here.
I'm not sure what you mean by that. You haven't never been in this building before, right?
Well, I was in the building above, but recently.
Oh, it could be. It could be. You wouldn't know.
Recently, when before the volcano erupted.
If you want to try to cast some sort of spell to acquire when it was last used, you would know that it could depending on the kind of spell used, it could seem the remnant charge of the spell, if you will, can last minutes up to even days depending on how it was used.
Great. So it wasn't Mara that used it, because it's been more than days. It's been
It's been exactly.
It's been at least a week since she was here, so she wasn't the one that used it.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
That would require more. Yeah. Go ahead. More insight than I think you're capable of.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know it wasn't her.
I'll let's see what the gods say. Why don't you make a intelligence check?
Oh, okay.
Let's see how insightful your knowledge of the arcane is.
Not very.
Yeah, you gain no further insight other than what you just said.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to look at?
I see anything else around me other than the pillars?
Well, you see Thrak with a lump
Well,
of potatoes
yeah.
looking like Mar on his
If I
back.
look around the corner, can I see anyone over there?
Which way?
Like,
As you peek,
aha! If I
yeah,
look this way, do I see all of these?
yeah. As you step out to take a peek around the corner, as you're looking at the circle, trying to figure out what's going on there. You take a look to the right, and you do see Theron appears to be heavily engaged with some strange-looking, tall creature.
Okay.
All right,
So can I shout, "Get out"?
sure.
Okay.
And that's, I think, about enough action. So Mara's
Yeah.
not going to do anything. This creature is going to make an attack. It's going to miss. Kelthor.
Well, I can see this creature. Theron's engaged, so I'm going to move up, and it's almost 30 feet. So I don't think I can do anything else.
No, you could, if you still have enough action left. Keep in mind you have your bow prepared, right?
I have my sword.
Oh, you have your sword. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. You had gathered your bow, but you slung it on your back. You have your sword in your hand.
Right.
You could make an attack.
Okay. I will swing. And we just crashed.
Yes, I am very sorry.
How hard did you swing?
Exactly.
Oh, I swung so hard. I got all three of them, and I did like 120 points of damage.
Killed the world, man. You killed
Oh, I
Exactly.
cut right through. You know, it was a Vorpal blade. I swung so hard, it was like a Vorpal blade.
sword of cutting reality.
Yeah.
Yes, I cut reality.
Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to turn off that one WAN while we're down. What perfect
Okay.
timing, right?
I'm gonna quick grab a bio break.
Oops, wrong firewall. Come on, dashboard. And disable that WAN link. Alright, let's get her back up. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get back here as soon as possible. Oh. Looks like maybe it reconnected. Yep. Okay, now the only thing I need to do is figure out what I did with the new IP. Are you guys able to join?
It's still red. Let me refresh. See
Okay.
Yep, I'm joining now.
I'm in.
There we go.
If I remember before we lost connection, the only actions left this round was Theron's attack and then my move. And
Yep.
then we're into the
After I
next
swing for, see if I hit it.
one. After he cuts the world.
That's right. You had just swung.
Yep. I never even got a chance to actually roll it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see your roll in the chat here. So
Yeah. I was just reaching over and then it went pop.
yeah.
Okay. That and that.
$22, $125.
That's really weird. I see me in the combat tracker, but I don't see me in
In the window?
the window. Yeah. Like I see Thrak and Theron and that.
I can see you.
I can see you. Maybe it's because you haven't selected your character yet. I don't see you in the top left corner.
Yeah, I don't see. That's the thing. I don't see it there either. But I'm on the board and I'm in the combat tracker.
Yeah, I see you in the on the map in the combat tracker.
Do you want
just need to open your character?
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh
gonna
yes,
do that.
you might need to do that. Yep. There you go.
There we go. Okay. Now.
All right, make that roll.
Deep breath.
Crit.
No. Crap.
I'm pulling for you. The good news is you get to go again.
Ooh. Oh, this time I'm gonna get my target on.
Get your game face on.
Oh yeah. There. That
Not helping.
No, not at all. The dice gods have abandoned me. Oh, good cheeses.
Okay,
Somebody's gonna feel this thing.
you need to make a con save, Kelthor.
Okay. Dice tower.
Oh. No, unfortunately, you
I
feel
roll.
one of you feel a sort of pinprick, and suddenly your head is just filled with sharp pain, and you feel your sight go dim, and suddenly you feel as though you cannot move for one round. Thrak, what are we doing?
Thrak is running.
Fireman.
He's booking it out of there. All right, Theron. You suddenly see your colleague, your comrade, go stiff suddenly, and his body suddenly freezes as if he's paralyzed.
All right. So does that thing turn towards him so I get a back attack?
You is that all that's required for back attack? Is you don't you need to be to its
I have
side
to
or behind?
get flank on him.
Do me a favor, take one step farther south, and I'll give you a flank. Yeah, that's good. So you take a step, and I'll get your back attack. No, that would be a miss.
Yep.
Mara is coming to. Thrak, you feel Mara start to stir on your shoulder. Arista, are you still with us?
I am here now. Did I draw this 55-foot arrow?
Possibly, yeah.
Wonderful, because I can't get rid of it.
Okay.
So
Oh, because
I'm
it was
sorry.
drawn. It was probably drawn while you were.
In the last instance.
Yeah, so it doesn't know enough to.
Make it go away.
Right.
Or to attach it. So yay. So now that I have seen that we have bad critters coming at us, and that if we haven't rested since we were at the city, I am pretty much out of spells. So actually I have one spell left. But I can't do it without Mara because I can only bring one person into the tunnel. So I'm gonna get out of here. I've already yelled at those guys to get out of here, so presumably, oh, let's see how far that is from me. How far can I go if I'm running?
If you're full out running, you can go 120 feet.
Great. That's where I'm headed.
Alrighty.
Thrak sees you sprinting past him.
Right?
Good move! Ha 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 ha!
All right, Kelethor.
Okay, I'm. Well, I was paralyzed that last round, so my still.
You. Oh, I'm sorry.
40.
You're right. You're paralyzed this round.
Yep.
Theron. You know, Kelethor should be moving by now, but he's not. Did we lose you, Theron?
Nope, I'm here. Sorry. I gotta get this creature before it kills him.
Were you talking to us, but not actually talking
Yep.
to us?
He's on my feet.
Oh, you got to hit.
Yay.
Nice,
Solid.
solid hit.
Very nice. That creature crumples to the floor.
Nice. Does the spell end?
You'll notice as it does that. Bear with me a moment. You know, I don't know how to take these out of combat. Initiative. In order.
Oh, they've all gone now.
All right, well, we'll just ignore that for the moment. Thrak, what do you want to do now that you feel Mara starting to stir?
Okay, I set her down and see if she's okay. yeah, that's basically it. I guess I'm setting her down, just checking her, making sure she's okay, and seeing if she wants to run to get out while I go back to try and help the others.
Okay. Mara will sort of stand up and sort of shake her head as if she's trying to shake off the sleepiness, grogginess, and she'll say, "Oh no, if they're here, that must mean that she might be here too."
Wonderful.
Who is she?
My sister.
Oh, great.
Family squabbles. Damn it.
The question is, who's in front of us? Is it Glinda or her sister?
I should have noted too, by the way, Theron, when you took that creature and knocked it down, the two creatures behind it sort of began to hiss and sputter, and then a moment later they sort of poof into a big puff of nasty smelling smoke, and
Oh.
they disappear.
So no more threats
For the moment, no.
for the moment. Okay.
Arista, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the doorway to where we came down here and wait for. Wait, no. Would I have heard that there was a conversation happening behind me that Mara's awake? Would I know that that the half orc has run back in?
You are at a full run, so you are not really stopping to hear anything. So no, you do not hear.
Then I shall continue to run to where we
You're
entered.
running into darkness.
What's that?
You're running into darkness.
Oh,
Indeed, you are. You are a human with no torch.
indeed. So I guess I'm not really running anymore, am I?
You probably would be stopping. You're probably close to where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, I probably wouldn't have gone down those rocks, huh? That's okay. So I suppose I stop here.
All right. You would notice, perhaps, as you're turning to head south, realizing there's really no light ahead of you.
Uh-huh.
You see Thrak sort of set Marla down, and you could notice her starting to stand up.
Okay.
So that much you wouldn't know, at least.
Okay. So I suppose I would go back to her and try to help her out of this place. Or with the intention of trying to help her out. I'm sure she'll have some other idea.
Most assuredly.
All right. Actually, I might be able to do this. If I can do this, and I say delete from tracker, does that delete the creature? Nah, it removes them. Darn it. Oh. Alright, now I know what I need to do for next time. Just figure out how to take the creatures out of combat without removing them from the map. I think one was right about here. One was here. Bear with me a moment. I'm trying to reset us back to where we were a moment ago. And that thing should have been twice as big. All right, there we go.
All right.
Where are we in the order? That we were at Arista.
She was the last one.
Right. So let's keep the initiative order going for a moment. Theron, you feel like you've successfully eliminated the immediate threat of this tall, silvery creature.
I want to inspect the creature.
Okay, so you immediately set to searching it.
Yep.
Arista, what do you want to do?
Talk to Mara about how she plans on taking care of the. Cause apparently, I didn't hear the conversation about her sister.
You did not hear that, no.
Okay, so I'll tell her that I'll help her get out of here. That we have to get away from those critters that are in there. Suppose that's her opportunity to talk to me.
Okay, and she will say, there's no time. She's probably here now. Kelithor.
No time for what?
You'll have to get to it next round. Kelithor.
Is I'm gonna look at the creature and see, is it unconscious or is it dead?
It is unconscious, and a strange, dark, silvery-like substance is oozing from its apparent wounds.
Yum.
I'm gonna chop off the head.
Okay. So you go up near its head and start whacking at it.
Yep.
Murder hobos.
Thrak, Mara, and Arista seem to be engaged in wizard talk.
Yeah, I'm sprinting back, full 120 move.
Okay.
The reason I'm doing it is
You're
I
get-
already saw something I killed come back to life. I'm now paranoid.
Okay. And Thrak is just busy running sprints back and forth, like the ladder in basketball or something.
Yeah, something like that.
To the quarter line, or to the free throw line, then to the half court line, and then the other free throw. Mara says, "We must be ready. If she's truly here, then we are all in danger, and you'll see her."
Clearly, we're all in danger. Why are we still in here?
She will say, "Remember, we're here to get my artifact from my master. But if she's here, we'll have to deal with her first."
That's great, but they're dying out there.
I know, but we'll all be dead, and even worse if she's here. And she will reach, Arista, she will reach into her neck and pull out that thing on the silvery chain, and she will rip it off her neck and hand it to you.
Oh, great.
And she'll say, keep this, because if she's here for this. Kelithor, you are now, you've finished hacking its head off. What do you want to do?
As I see Thrax coming, I'm just going to essentially hold my action, because I need to understand, like, what the hell's going on.
Okay.
And I don't see anything, but I'm definitely on guard, listening, looking around, paranoid as hell.
Right?
Okay.
Never wanted to be here.
At least you didn't just get handed the MacGuffin that the bad guy's looking for.
The great McCup.
Theron, you see Thrak show up. Kelithor looks sort of, he's glancing around nervously. A little bit of silver gray alien blood on his fingers, on his hand.
Well, I'm going to admire his handiwork.
There was no articulate nature in
You
it.
will notice, and I think you said you might have been searching the creature. There's nothing on it resembling any kind of like. It is essentially naked. There's no clothing, no bags, no belt, no material of any kind really.
I'm also going to try and take in what's going on around me because I see Thrak coming. He's hurt. He doesn't have Mara anymore, and those demons just disappeared. So I need to, again, defensive position, look, kind of checking this area out.
Sure. Okay, so you begin searching the area. Arista.
Shit!
Do any of you tell Thrak what's happened regarding the creatures, or
Yeah, he wasn't there for
turns up?
pretty much the full battle.
Right.
because when I left they were up and there. Now I can see one of them's down. I don't know about the other two.
The other two are nowhere to be seen. There's just sort of lingering thick smoke in the hallway.
Yeah, we could
Yeah,
look
and
at if you ask.
And I sure the hell don't really know what happened, because it would have been between me and them. I wouldn't have saw them go poof. So
But I did. Like,
yeah,
I can put you guys in.
yeah. If Thrak's asking, all I can tell him is we killed this thing.
And then the other thing started hissing, and they poofed into this thing you're smelling all around us.
Thrak wants to know if there's more, and if possible, I want to go down to the study door, push it open, and then take a look inside, see what.
Yeah, because
what
we
was
didn't know
going
where
on.
it came from, so we just round the corner that we're here.
That's right. You didn't see it come from the study. So, Thrak, if you want to go ahead and move.
Push open the door and check inside.
Okay. At that moment, all of you start to hear a humming.
Oh,
And-
yay.
As you turn towards the source of the humming, you notice that that circle that Arista was studying so intently has begun to glow more intently. And suddenly a strange round circle appears in the center of it. Out steps a woman who is wearing very colorful robes, very attractive woman, and she has strange appendages coming out of her back that sort of writhe in the air. And
Yay!
she says, I knew I would find you here, sister. I've come to claim what is mine.
It's
And-
Doc Ock!
It's what?
Doc Ock!
Yeah, yes, actually. That wouldn't be too far off, except that these are not mechanical. They are very much more like a spider-like appendage, but they are silver. Much like the creature you saw, much like the creatures that Calathor and Arista noticed coming out of the mouth of the volcano as it erupts. And Mara, at that point, will immediately begin running. And as she's running, you'll notice these same similar appendages start to erupt from her back. And
Running where?
towards
her.
this
Thank
this woman stepping out of the shadow. I'm sorry, the circle. And she leaps at her, and with all of her appendages and arms, she grabs her, and they stumble back into the portal. And immediately, the portal closes, and they disappear.
Oh, thank God.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know what the hell's going on.
How much of this does Thrak notice, given that he was mostly engaged in the study?
You would have probably noticed most of it, because the humming would have been sort of almost impossible to miss.
Okay, so it's super loud. Okay.
Yes,
yeah,
the humming was
Step
loud.
back
The
and
sh-
look, yeah.
They were essentially shouting at each other with well, not essentially shouting, but with raised voices, because they were some ways apart at that point.
What the hell? And then he's just going to turn his back on the circle and go back into the study to look for anything in there that gives him a clue on what the hell's going on here. basically just start searching the study. Start with the desk, any drawers on the desk, surface of the desk, then move to the cupboards in the drawer, and then force open that chest in that order, roughly.
Right. So it will not take you long to find several things. In a drawer in the desk, you find several potions. 3 of them, to be precise. Along the bookcase, you will notice.
You put it all in the party loot.
Yeah, I can do that right now. Except that I don't want that to be. You need to. Yeah,
well,
I'll go
we
ahead.
need to identify them first, right?
I'm sorry?
You want us to identify them first?
Yeah. I think it's probably going to show you what they are. We'll just.
You could probably just change the name of them and then change them back later.
I was going to say clean out whatever was in there first, so we know what's new and what we left behind.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Assuming you've already taken everything that you wanted to take.
Yeah.
Let's do
other
that.
than the money.
Well, yeah, the money you can leave, of course. That can be split later, but
Yes. Right into my coin pouch.
All right.
yeah, so it's identifying stuff there. So yeah, you want to be vague, or I can just pretend I don't know what they are. It's up to you.
Yeah, well, I'll say this. You would not be able to use them until you identify them. So I'll just do that for now, and then in the future I'll try to figure out how to make them not identifiable.
What is a chapbook?
So a chapbook is really just a book that has some writing in it. You could almost consider it a sort of religious storybook. But they might be useful to wizards. 257. Let's see.
Interesting to have a long composite bow.
Yeah, shame I went and bought one and almost didn't use it. Damn it. But, okay, so I'm going to shout over to I think it's Tharon. I ask him if he can use this dagger. Looks kind of shiny.
I would love a dagger.
The books, of course, he tosses over to Arista. The potions, he asks her if she can figure out what they are.
You would
Yeah.
eventually
Well, no,
make it. We're sort of in a soft. We're no longer in initiative.
So I can go ahead and go over there now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just got told I need to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're a few minutes over, so we could just pick it up here if you want.
yeah, leave it there. We'll
next
decide who
minute.
gets what and whatever. But we're outside of initiative, so
Yep.
Yep.
So right now there is no immediate threat. You got several bodies lying on the ground. Thrak has just found a sort of a small gold mine here, going through a wizard's study.
Yep.
So we'll talk about what you find there in more detail. We'll talk about experience points first thing next session.
Yep.
And it might be, I can tell you right now, it might be enough to level, so you might want to start thinking about, any choices you need to make at next level, if any.
Okay.
I don't think you do, so, but for what that's worth.
Works for me.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank
you
you all
guys.
very much, and see you next week.
All right,
Yes.
you guys
for
have
the session. See you next week. Yeah?
Yep.
Have a good one.
See you guys.
Yep.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.